The picnic near the lake shore is a very similar recording, except it's not, because we've been waiting for you all day. It began 1 meter wide. Now every 10 seconds, we look for something. Now if we back off, we will look for something that's even bigger and bigger and bigger. That's because it's so large. Now the scene is 10 meters wide, and everything gets bigger. We will look for the observable universe at the edge. 100 meters wide. It is really so wide, and this is the man in more than 10 seconds before we can start the mission. This ring is 1,000 meters wide. The racing partner Dravo. This ring is 10,000 meters wide. It is so big that the airplane can travel in 10 seconds. 100,000 meters wide. This is the rocket can travel in 10 seconds, just to believe. We now to see our whole Earth now, which is a solid sphere. A line except of a total orbit of the moon. Then mark a small path which the Earth moves about the sun.
Now the orbital paths of the neighbor planets.
Now the neighbor planets, Venus, Mars, and Mercury.
Then Mercury.
Entering the view is the glowing center of our solar system, the Sun. Followed by the massive outer planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. That tilted orbit of the Pluto is so small that we can't see them.
Completes the solar system.
10 to the 14. We see
As the
many
solar system shrinks
constellations,
to
but
one
there
bright
are
point in the
harder to
distance,
see.
our sun is plainly now only
Nebula.
one among the stars. Looking back from here, we know
10 to the 15. Alpha Centaurus A is among us the closest star to our sun. And now we see a bunch of stars in our galaxy. Next part we are going to the Milky Way galaxy now.
In these compounds, the victims are referred to as piglets, and they are subjected to systemic abuse from disobedience.
The largest step ever is the Milky Way galaxy. He has thrown us out of the galaxy within, and it's so large and so incomprehensible. Andromeda and Triangulum are the galaxies that close to Milky Way. Looking back at the clusters of galaxies, we didn't know that the universe would pause to start back home. As we zoom in, we will start to see a bunch of galaxies, and more. Every single time we see a micro thing, we zoom in to see the hand of a sleeping man. The next target will be the quarks in the hand of a sleeping man. Ten to the 9th meter. 10 to the 8th. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. We are back at our starting point. We are in the center point. Now we zoom in the hand. Each 10 seconds we are zooming in with negative sensors. Each step much smaller than one before. At this point we are entering the skin, which will be dead cells. The blood vessel will have red blood cells in a rough line of the cell. We enter the white blood cell, which is the hero of the blood. This cell is a leukocyte. A cell is so small but still seeable. These chromosomes are so small, but
This cell
don't
is a
see them.
leukocyte. It is self-reproducing and one of those which
The
contains
DNA has 4
all genetic
letters,
material,
and it's
23
so
pairs
small,
of
but you
chromosomes
cannot
humans
see
carry.
anything.
Chromosomes appear to be made up of
DNA are
donut-shaped
very
parts
small,
joined
but
together.
still seeable.
Within the
Their
chromosomes we find
twisted
the
ladders
gene.
look like
Each gene
stacks.
contains endless spirals of stringy material,
These
deoxyribonucleic
strange
acid,
materials are very so small. The DNA are very emotional.
At this scale, we build
These
models that
shivering
represent
DNAs are very so
This is a
small,
single
but still
carbon
seeable.
atom.
Atoms are so small.
Living
They're
thing.
so tiny, but still seeable.
By the orbital
Hundreds of
four spinning
electrons, there's a
electrons,
sphere.
one angstrom.
But don't
Passing through
worry,
this shell, we see
they're
an inner
so
shell.
small,
Two
but
electrons
still
orbiting to
seeable.
prescribe a sphere.
There's nothing there,
Second
just a
electron
proton
there, we
and
find what
neutron.
seems like a vast nothing.
They're so small, but they're nothing. They're so tiny, but you cannot see anything. Each smaller than one before, but I can see something.
It begins to appear.
Finally, it appeared.
Nucleus of a carbon atom.
These nucleus are protons and neutrons, but they are so small, but still seeable. But they are so small.
Nucleus of a carbon atom. The diameter of the atomic nucleus where
The
it
nucleus are
the
so
diameter of
small,
the
but
galaxy
still
is the
seeable.
atomic
Are
unit.
these some quarks and future reaction? Well, I don't know, but we have to do it tomorrow.